The 6th graders of Townsend Elementary School wish to thank Castalia Banking Company for their generous local support of our edition of News 6, and the other friends of this broadcast who provided additional funding.
Hi! We're the 6th grade class of Townsend Elementary. Welcome to News 6.
Welcome to this week's edition of News 6. Today's program is brought to you by the 6th grade class of Townsend Elementary. Our school is located in Margaretta Township in Erie County. Founded in 1836, our township includes Castalia, Vickery, and Bayview.
To score a run in baseball, a player must first go home. We begin our program today by going to a home that is a baseball field. Does that sound confusing? Reporter Adam Thiede explains.
Hi, I'm Adam Thiede, and I'm here to show you one man's field of dreams. Gray's Field has been a special project for Bob Gray since 1985.
I started building the baseball field about 10 years ago, mainly because my family and I needed a place to play year-round. We used to come out here in the spring and play before the crops started growing, but by June the corn or the soybeans would be too high and we'd have to quit. We have several teams that use the field, Little League, Pony League, and just about everybody in the area has been out here at one time or another to use the field for practice or for games.
This field has several things in common with Major League Baseball fields.
Wrigley Field in Chicago has the ivy and the brick wall. Our right field has ivy. Kansas City has a little waterfalls out in center field. I have a little water fountain out in center field. We have the same dirt on the infield that Jacobs Field has. I got the idea for the scoreboard by looking through books I got from the library of old baseball fields. I decided to go with a replica of Fenway. The stone wall in left field kind of got me started. They were tearing some buildings down in Sandusky, and I stopped in and asked one of the guys if they would sell the rocks, and I think it was $50 a load I had to pay for it. They brought me out 5 or 6 semi-loads.
Bob says he will probably work on his baseball field for a long time.
Every year we do something to the field. Right now we're working on some dugouts, trying to put some new dirt in on the infield. I think the legacy of this field will be that it'll always be here for the kids in the area to use, and there'll be a lot of baseball played here over the years.
This is Adam Thiede reporting for News 6.
Have you ever seen a hurt wild animal and wondered how you could help? It takes special training to know what to do, but reporter Jenna Barnes has found someone who helps these animals every day.
Hi, I'm Jenna Barnes, and now it's time for us to go back to the wild.
Back to the Wild is a place where wild animals can come when they are hurt or sick.
We receive over 1,200 animals each year. Big need in any community to provide a place for injured wildlife. I just saw a need that lots of animals became injured in the wild and had no hope of survival unless there was a center like this.
Mona says there is a big difference between having pets and taking care of wild animals.
Domestic animals or pets, they enjoy interacting with humans, they enjoy your company and being touched, they don't feel threatened. They handle captivity very well and they can depend on you for their food source. Wild animals are very stressed by captivity. We can't provide their natural diets for them no matter how hard we try, and they need to remain what they are born to be, a wild animal. They belong to the wild.
Public awareness is important to the mission of Back to the Wild.
The most important thing for the public to know about wild animals is they do not need us to intervene. We should allow them to live their natural life without trying to interact with them. We shouldn't feed them. We need to take care of the earth and learn to coexist with wildlife.
This is Jenna Barnes reporting for News 6.
Today's Kids U question is, what's your favorite sport and why?
Basketball is my favorite sport because I like shooting and dribbling.
Football is my favorite sport because I like tackling people.
Soccer because I like all the action.
Baseball because I like hitting the ball.
Soccer because I like blocking goals.
Volleyball because it's fun and challenging.
Welcome to Townsend. This is where we have our scrumptious and lumptious lunches, here in the cafeteria.
How about that gym?
Bite and tool book. Ow! Visit www.computerlab.com.
The classroom.
This is Townsend signing off from 6th grade headquarters.
Today, many kids like to play laser tag and video games, but in the 1950s, kids' toys were a lot different. Reporter Lauren Markley introduces us to a man who still has a lot of fun the old-fashioned way.
Hi, I'm Lauren Markley, and I know one adult who still likes to play with toys. My uncle, Tim Markley, collects toys from his childhood.
I collect the toys from the Western series. They're cap guns, holsters, play sets made by Marks, statues with horsemen on them, such as Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, just all sorts of lunch boxes. Most of the toys that I collect I find at flea markets, antique shows, and they even have toy shows that you can go to. Though they're a little few and far between, they're very exciting and real entertaining.
Tim's favorite toys to collect are cap guns and holsters.
Actually, I have 3 cap guns that are really quite rare. One is the Kilgore Minuteman rifle. It's a cast iron rifle, and there are actually only 2 different versions of the cast iron gun made. Another would be a gold-plated gun made by Nichols. It's called the Stallion 45. It has turquoise grips. Another is made by a company known as Stevens, and it is the only cast iron gun with rotating cylinder that would take cartridges. And it also has a very impressive jeweled grip.
Tim collects his toys for fun, but some can be very expensive.
The toys of the 1950s, in particular the cap guns, are so expensive today because they were a toy and they were made to be played with, and they were played with. And consequently, they didn't hold up very well over the years.
This is Lauren Markley reporting for News 6.
That's all for this edition of News 6. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in again for more news from schools around Northwest Ohio. Goodbye.
The 6th graders of Townsend Elementary School wish to thank Castalia Banking Company for their generous local support of our edition of News 6, and the other friends of this broadcast who provided additional funding.